Chelsea fans, that Newcastle result worries me. But the big question is this: can we turn around against Paris Saint-Germain? First things first, we got to talk about the loss against Newcastle. At home at Stamford Bridge, where it was the game we should have won. However, it was not to be. There were some mistakes. There were some, well, let's say lack of passion, intensity. Maybe we could have one eye on Paris Saint-Germain. Maybe we just didn't have the energy. Maybe the manager don't know how to win. So let's talk about the tactics. The tactics, the first 15 minutes of the game, it was almost working. But then Newcastle spotted a weakness in us, our defensive mistake. We should never go to sleep when Anthony Gordon goes on and scores a goal. Very similar to Nicholas Jackson. But it feels like it was an offside. It may not be an offside. I don't know, Chelsea fans or Newcastle fans, do you think it was offside? However, it was not to be. At 1-0, when we were losing at 1-0, we should have carried on and fight. I mean, we tried to win, but it just feels like we're playing too much passing the ball. And I'll be honest, it feels like Chelsea fans, we just feel like we were just falling asleep watching the game. Because it didn't have us on the edge of our seats and trying to rescue a draw. But in the second half, we played better. We played much better. It's because this is where your captain, Reece James, steps up and lead the team. He tried to encourage his teammates and say, look, let's try and get some chances. Let's try to actually shoot at the goal. But it wasn't to be, because Newcastle played well. You know, it's very common of Newcastle to sit back when they're leading their 1-0 goal. Very clever. It may be clever or it may be a risk, because I think they could have gone on to win 2-0 by the way we played. However, I don't know what went on. Put down in the comments, what do you think? Do you think we could have played better? Do you think the second half was better than the first half? So, attention turns to Paris Saint-Germain on Tuesday night, St. Patrick's Day. There is a lot of things. Well, will we have the luck to turn things around? Because this season, that match will define our season. Because we are out of to be honest, we are out of the Premier League title race. And we are out of the League Cup. So we are still in the FA Cup run. We are still, I want to be optimistic here, because we have done it before in the past by turning things around in the second leg. If we can score the goal early, if we can try and stifle Paris Saint-Germain's midfield, I believe we can. I believe in the team. If we don't score, Paris Saint-Germain will punish us. So how can we turn things from a 5-2 to make it? We need to actually score 3 goals. So, what do you think, Chelsea fans? Are you optimistic as me? Can we go there and win